Hi, hello, how are you? I'm fine. What about you, my dears? This is the time to very hot. The time is very hot. Now the corona will be spread very faster when compared with the olden days. When compared with the past days. So you have to keep safe in your home. You no need to roam outside of your home. If you need any things, you can ask your parents. If any emergency, if you want to go out of your home, you can wear your safety precautions. Okay, you can wear your mask, gloves, and use the sanitizers. Okay, don't hesitate your parent. Don't disturb your parents. Okay, you don't disturb your parents. Okay, this is not a lesson. We are going to recall for your examination. I'm not taking the so much of time. I just recall simply, so you no need to bother about that. Ma'am is taking this much of so much lessons, how we are going to learn. You no need to bother about that. I'm just recall. Okay, all the best for your examination. First we are going to see the environment in geography. First, what is environment? Yes, what is environment? Yes, environment is nothing but it's our basic life support system. It's the basic life support system. The environment which it provide us for air. For what purpose it provide the air? For breathing purpose. Then water. For what purpose it provide the environment provide the water? Without water we can't live, yes. No, the water it gives for drinking purpose. Then the food we eat. The food we eat. And the land where we live. Environment is our basic life support system. It provides the air that we breathe. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where live. And the land where live. This is what is environment. And all, first we see what is environment. Next, the components of the environment. The what is environment is nothing but all of you know that. Next we are going to see about the components of the environment. The components of an environment is nothing but natural, human made, and human. Natural, human made, and human. Under the control of the natural, the water, air, land, and living things, this will comes under the natural. This will comes under the natural. Next, the human made. Human made, we made this some things. We made some environment, which is industries, monuments, road, bridges, parks, and buildings. These are the another thing. These are the another thing. Next is human. Human is nothing but the individual person, family, community, religion, education, economic, and political situation. And political situation, these are the component of the environment. Here, the above conservation, you understand the places of people, things, and natural, the surrounding, the living organism is called what? Environment. This is called the environment. Next, we are going to see about biotic and abiotic. Biotic is nothing but the world of living organism. Biotic is nothing but the world of living organism. Example is plants and animals. Example is plants and animals. Abiotic is nothing but the world of non-living organism. The world of non-living organism. The world of non-living organism. Next, we are going to see the we are going to see the explanation of the natural environment. Already we see what are the components comes under the environment, natural environment. Water, air, land, and living things. Now, lithosphere. What is this? Lithosphere. Lithosphere is comes under the land. Land is also called the lithosphere. What is this? Lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust. Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is the top layer of the earth. It is made up of the rocks and minerals and covered by the thin layer of the soil. And it is covered by the thin layer of the soil. It is the irregular shape of the various landforms. It is the irregular shape. It is not in the same shape. Some of this home is in the height, some of the homes in the down. It will be some variation will be comes in the land. For example, some of the various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Landforms are found over the continents. Landforms are found over the continents and also the ocean floor. And also the ocean floor. Then provides the lithosphere, which is provides the lithosphere is what? Land. It provides us the forest for grassland for grazing, lands for agriculture, and the human settlements. These are all the things will comes under the lithosphere. Next is hydro. Hydro means what? Water. Next is what? Hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is nothing but it refers the water. The domain, the water is referred as the hydrosphere. It comprises various sources of the water in the different types. Yes, the taste will be vary. The sea water and the river water taste is same or yes? Is this same? No, because it will be vary in the it depends upon the place. The water taste will be changed. It depends upon the place. Okay, some of the water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. Rivers, lakes, seas, ocean, etc. Next is we are going to see the atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but the air. The atmosphere is the thin layer of the air that is surrounded the earth. The atmosphere is the thin layer of the earth that is the surrounded by the earth. The gravitational force of the earth hold the atmosphere around it. Hold the atmosphere around it. It protect us from the harmful rays. It protect us from the harmful rays. Next, we are going to see the biosphere. What is this? Biosphere. Next, we are going to see about the biosphere. Biosphere is nothing but it comes under living things. Living things is nothing but plants and animal kingdom. Plants and animal kingdom together make the biosphere of the or the living world. Okay. The next one is human environment. Human environment. The human environment is nothing but the yearly humans are adapted themselves to the natural surrounding. The yearly humans are adapted themselves the natural surroundings. The humans they are learn the new ways to use the change of environment. The human learn the new way to use change of the environment, and also they are learning how to grow the crops. They are learn the how to grow the crops, domesticate animals, and lead a settled life. And they are learn the settled life. And also the human must learn to live and use their environment in the harmonious way. And they are using the environment in the harmonious way. Without environment we are not living in this. Okay, in which year the environment day is celebrated? In which year the environment day is celebrated? In which year? Yes, in which year the environment day is celebrated? Yes, on the 5th July. Every year, the 5th July, the World Environment Day is celebrated. On every year, the 5th July, the World Environment Day is celebrated. Then, what is ecosystem? It's nothing but All the plants, animals, human beings are depends on the immediate surrounding. All the plants, animals are depends upon the immediate surrounding. They are also interdependent on each other. The relation between the living organism and the relation between as well as the relation between the organisms and their surrounding from an ecosystem. Like the ecosystems of the large rainforest, grassland, desert, mountains, lakes, rivers, ocean, even the small ponds. Even the small ponds. Next, we are going to move the next lesson. Second lesson, inside our earth. Inside our earth. Our earth is the homeland of the dynamic planet. Is the dynamic planet. It constantly undergoing the changes inside and outside. It constantly undergoing the changes inside and outside. Yes, before we are seeing the lesson, see this, the earth image. This is the image of the earth and this is the image of the onion. See this, this is the image of the earth, this is the image of a onion. Just like an onion, it's the our earth is made up of just like an onion. The earth is made up of the several concentric layers. It is made up of the several concentric layers with one in inside another, with one in inside another, with one in inside another. And it's the several concentric layers with one inside another, with one inside another. This is the interior of the earth. This is the interior of the earth. The see this image of the earth, the outer core, core mantle boundary, lithosphere is there, then crust and inner core. This is the interior of the earth. Next is, before we are going to learn about the mantle, we are going to, what is crust? Crust is nothing but the uppermost layer. The crust is nothing but the uppermost layer of the earth surface is called crust. The crust is nothing but the uppermost layer. The crust is nothing but the uppermost layer of the surface is called the crust. Then mantle. Just beneath the crust is the mantle, which extends up to the depth of 2,900 kilometers below the crust. The crust is downwards towards the 2,900 kilometers below the crust. 2,900 kilometers below the crust. The crust. Next is the main mineral of the constitution of the Mars is silica and aluminium. It is thus called the Sial. Sial is nothing but Si denotes the silica and Al denotes the aluminium. Next is the types of the rocks. This is the types of the rocks. The types of the rocks. The earth crust is made up of the various type of the rock. The earth crust is made up of the various type of the rock. Any natural mass of the mineral matter that makes up the earth crust is called rock. Any natural mass of the minerals that makes up the earth crust is called rock. The rock can be different colors, size and texture. This is the major, see this, the color, shape and the texture will be, size also change in this image. See this, no one is same, all are different. There are the three major types of the rock. They are the three major type of the rock. They are the three major type of the rock. One is igneous rock, second is sedimentary rock, the third one is metamorphic rock. One is igneous rock, second one is sedimentary rock, third one is metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock, then the molten magma cools. When the molten magma cools, it becomes solid. When the molten magma is cools, it becomes solid. Then rock thus formed is called igneous rock. They are also called the primary rock. They are also called the primary rock. They are the two types of the igneous rock. One is intrusive rock, another one is extrusive rock. Intrusive rock and extrusive rock. Already I told this is the types of the igneous rock. They have the two types of the igneous rocks. One is intrusive and the extrusive. The intrusive is nothing but the molten lava comes on the earth's surface. This molten lava comes on the earth's surface. It rapidly cools down, becomes solid. When the molten lava comes on the earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and it becomes solid. Rock formed in the such way on the crust. The rock will be formed and in the such way of the crust are called extrusive igneous rock. Next is intrusive. They have very fine and grained structure. For example, basalt. The Deccan Plateau is made up of the basalt rock. Sometimes the molten magma cools down and deep inside the earth. Earth crust. Solid rock so formed is called intrusive igneous. The solid rock will be formed. Solid rock so formed are called the intrusive igneous. See this is the magma chamber. There is one colloidal. Intrusive igneous rocks are formed from the magma that cools slowly. As the result, these rocks are the cores again. Next, see this, the extrusive igneous rocks are cools quickly, and as the result of these rocks is fine grain, the lack of the crystal growth. See this is the red color which is called the intrusive, the black color which is denotes the extrusive, extrusive. And before we are going to see the process of the rock cycle, before we are seeing one topic, that is nothing but the sediments. What is this? That is nothing but the sediments. The rock roll down, crack. The rocks will be rolled down, crack and hit with each other. The rock will be rolled down and it will be cracked and it will be hit with each other or broken down in the small fragments. These smaller particles are called sediments. Sometimes the rock will be rolled down and it will be hit with each other, and sometimes heavy sunny time suddenly the rain will be came, means the rock will be the crack. Then the smaller particles are called the sediments. Next, the sediments is transported and deposited by the wind, water, etc. They lose the sediments are compressed or hardened to form the layer of the rock. This type of rock are called sedimentary rock. This types of rock is called sedimentary rock. Next, we are going to see about the process of rock cycle. First one is magma, next igneous rock, third one is sediment, fourth one is sedimentary rock, fifth one is metamorphic rock. First, when the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become the igneous rock. When the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become an igneous rock. These igneous rocks are broken down into the smaller particles. Small particles that are transported and deposited from the sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and the sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat the pressure and they change into the metamorphic rock. When the igneous sedimentary rock are subjected and to heat and the pressure is changed in the metamorphic rock. And did you know the rocks is made up of the different minerals? The rocks is made up of the different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring the substance which have certain physical properties or definite chemical composition and definite chemical composition. Minerals are very important to the humankind. Minerals are very important to the humankind. Some of the used fuels, for example, coal, natural gases, and petroleum. They are also used in the industries. They are also used in the industries. Iron, aluminium, gold, uranium. Iron, aluminium, gold, uranium, etc. In the medicine and also in the fertilizer, etc. They are used in the medicine and also the fertilizers. Okay. Next we are moving to the what? Next we are moving to the tracing changes throughout using the 1000 years in the history. You can see this the book on page number. There is one map is there in the first map. This take a look of map 1. The map 1 Arab 1154 CE by the Arab geographer Al-Idrish. This map was drawn by, you can take a book and you can see this. This is drawn by the geographer. He is from Arab. His name is Al-Idrish. And again you see the page number, next page. There is another map is there. Another one map. The map 2 is drawn by this 1720s by the French cartographer and you can see this from the book. Next one is new and old terminologies. If the context which information, the historical records exist in the variety of the languages which considerably over by the year. The term Hindustan, for example, today we understand it is as India, the modern nation state. When the term was used in the 13th century by the Minhaj-i-Siraj was the Choranier who was a Persian. He is a Persian. He meant the area of Punjab, Haryana and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. These are all the things this comes under the new and old terminologies. Next is historians and their sources. In this historians we are learn about the Gupta dynasty and the Harshavardhana. We will notice some continuity of the sources used in the historians for study of this period. Historians is study of the period. They are still related on the coins, inscription, architecture, and we are study about the textual record and discontinuity. These are the some archives or comes under this historians and their sources. Next, and old and new religious. You can see this, the old and new religious. The belief of the supernatural agencies. Some of having the belief. Some of the peoples, most of the peoples having the belief in this religious, old and new religious belief. And there is a new rulers and patrons. The patrons is nothing but there is the Sanskrit text and earned the Brahmas a lot of respect in this society. Their dominant the position was consolidated by the support of their patrons. Next, the religious is the 1,000 years of the historians. They are exploring the witness of the major development of the religious tradition. People believe that divine was sometimes deeply personal, but more usefully it was collective. Collective the belief of the supernatural agencies. They are collective the belief of the supernatural agencies. Religions was often closely connected with the social and economic organism of the local communities. Next is the new kings and the kingdoms. Next is the new kings and the kingdoms. The lesson is the new kings and the kingdoms. In this, we seen about the Samantas. The emergency of the new dynasty. The 7th century was the big landlords or the various chiefs in the different religions of the subcontinent. Existing the kings often acknowledge them as their and as the Samantas are gained the powerful and wealth. They can declare themselves as the Mahasamantas and Mahamandaleshwaras, the great lord of the circle or the region. Next is the administration in the kingdom and also the trust and the land grants. Land grants is nothing but contains the details of the literally true, but they are telling how the rulers want to dissipate themselves and the victorious various. For example, there were the composition of the learned Brahmanas who occasionally helped in the administration. Kings often rewarded the Brahmanas by the grants of the land. They were recorded on the copper plates. Nowadays we are recorded in the paper, but at the time they are recorded in the copper plates, which were given who was received the land. Next is the Cholas. About the Cholas, Urayur to Tanjavur. How did the Cholas rise to the power? We just proud about we are the Cholas. How did the Cholas rise the kingdoms? A minor chief family is known as Mutturayar held the power of the Kaveri Delta. Mutturayar is held the power of Delta. They were subordinate of the Pallava kings of the Kanchipuram Vijayalaya, who belonged to the ancient chief family of the Cholas from Urayur. They belongs to the Cholas family from Urayur. Capture the delta from the Mutturayar in the middle of the 9th century. He built the town of Tanjavur and a temple of the goddess. Then the successor of the Vijayalaya is conquered. The neighboring religions and the kingdoms were growing in the sizes of the power. The Pandya and Pallava territories to the south and north made a part of the kingdom. Rajaraja I, considered the most powerful of the Chola ruler, became the king in 985. They expanded the control over most of this area. He also recognized the administration of the empire. Rajaraja's son Rajendra I continued his policies and even raided the Ganga Valley, Sri Lanka and the countries of the Southeast Asia, developing the navy for the expeditions. Next, and also the agriculture and irrigations. Many of the achievements of the Cholas were made possible New development in the agriculture. New development in the agriculture. Look at the map to. You can look at the map to the Chola kingdom and its the neighbors, and it denotes you. And also notice the river Kaveri branches into the several small canals before emptying in the Bay of Bengal. These canals overflow frequently, depositing the fertile soil on the banks. Water from the canals also provided the necessary moisture of the agriculture, particularly the cultivate of the rice. Particularly the cultivation of the rice. Then the administration of the emperor. They can see this page number 25. The administration of the emperors. Groups of the such. How was the administration is organized? Settlements of the patients. No, you are become the proposer of a spent irrigation agriculture. Group of such villages formed the large units called Nadu. Large unit is called Nadu. The village council and the Nadu perform the several administrative functions, including the dispensing justice and collective taxes. Dispensing justice and collective taxes. Then the third lesson, the Delhi Sultans, the rules of the Delhi. After capturing the North India, Gori left India. Already you see this in this. You can read from this PowerPoint. This is the important points. This is the introduction. Next, the dynasty of the Delhi. The slave dynasty, Qazi dynasty, Tughlaq and Sayyid and Lodi dynasty. This is the dynasty. The slave dynasty, the first Sultan of Delhi, Qutbuddin Abibak, and he was the slave of a Gori. Hence, the dynasty was called the slave dynasty. Next, the main queen, Razia Sultan. She was the daughter of Iltutmish. She was the only woman of the Sultan in the Delhi. And you can see in your book there is important points. And Tughlaq dynasty. The Tughlaq dynasty, the first ruler of the Ghizuddin Tughlaq. He was the capable of the commander and also able to crush many reliable periods. See this, some of the important points is comes under in this. Next, the comparison between the Alauddin Khaji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He raised a huge army. He constructed the new Garian town named Sri on his soldiers. The soldiers had to be fed. The tax was fixed at 50% of produced the land. His administrative measure was successful. Next is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He also raised a large standing army. He got the emitted old towns of Delhi for soldiers. Taxes from the same areas were collected to feed the soldiers. His soldiers were also paid in the cash. His administrative measures were the failure. Thank you. All the best for your examination. Do well. Thank you. Thanks a lot.